Swervey Jones Show, RiseAndShineNetwork.com, RSNTV.net, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. 22 Blaac on the show.
What up?
We worked, did shows, stuff. We've did things before with 22 Blaac.
I like your definition of work.
How long's it been? When did we first start? Was it 09?
Yes. Was it that long ago?
So yeah, 4 years ago. Right around 4 years when we did
Quentin's birthday party.
Yeah, Quentin's birthday party.
Yeah. That shit was legendary.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That
was
a fucking
good night.
legendary.
I don't even remember how that was like a super long show too.
Bro, I remember sitting in the backyard and hearing when the sliding glass door went open, it was shut. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all calm down.
That was a good night.
This is crazy. I'm looking around at all these houses and I'm like, they got a live band in the middle of a fucking apartment complex.
Yeah.
And the cops didn't get called.
And the cops didn't get called once. The cop lived right down the road.
Yeah.
He was pulling up off a shift as I was leaving that bitch.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous to leave that motherfucker.
That was a fun and wild night.
Yeah.
It was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't even know what happened after we left, and I don't even remember what time that was.
Oh, people
It was
wound
late.
up fighting. Like,
Oh, really?
just
Oh, I'm
people
glad
got too
It
drunk.
stayed crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we weren't there for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would have been good to get on camera.
we had our stuff packed up by that point too. So it was.
Yeah, sweet. So nothing happened.
We still got footage from that night up online somewhere.
Yeah, it's I don't know the exact URL. But it's on Ustream.
Yeah, we'll share it though within the next little bit of time.
I don't remember if that was the cover set or the originals.
We got the
I don't
cover
remember.
because we dumped the original on accident.
And then
Yeah,
what? Like,
allegedly. Allegedly.
Wait. So there's a conspiracy
No.
behind it now.
Aaron
Nah,
loves a good conspiracy.
Yeah.
Not when it involves me.
And then you know what else, man? Is that Cruisers.
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 We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It's Cruisers.
We dumped the footage from that too as well.
We were
And we
talking-
Allegedly.
Did we?
yeah, it's on accident.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man, on accident.
No way.
I mean, is there
Or
like
no, we didn't dump the footage. The microphone or something was the wrong
At
thing.
Cruisers?
Yeah,
The
something
Cruiser
was wrong.
shows?
Something got brought
Are you
wrong.
sure?
We were talking about this earlier. Like we decided that we think that there should be a person at like whatever office it is that you sign up for business names.
Yeah.
Their whole job, title and what you call it description is just looking at them and going, "Are you sure you want to name this place Cruisers?"
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, exactly.
They would probably do that. They'd probably do that to you guys and him.
Yeah.
Because of Bouillon and the way you guys do Blaac.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Are you sure you want it to be this way?
This is a bad
Sure?
idea. You know this, right? Yeah, that's
Is
like
this
you should
Blake?
always spell things as easily as possible, and we both failed in that area.
22 Blaac.
I did hear because I'm a big fan of talk radio, obviously, because I'm like into talking. I heard you guys on SBK,
Right.
and you were
Right.
I'm a bass player. I'm
Yeah.
a bass player.
Yeah. Did you hear me?
I didn't want any confusion. I'm sitting there playing the guitar.
Yeah, that's what he was
Like,
saying.
Don't judge us on what I'm doing right now.
And then I heard Bubba the Love Sponge mention you guys, but I guess
Really?
because he did mention you, so he did get the email. I guess you guys sent in.
Wait, we sent an email.
Somebody must have.
Sweet.
Wait.
But I couldn't believe I actually heard that. You know what I mean? Just to get that lucky to hear that. You know,
Right.
like, hey, I know what is he? No way. I was like, he's gonna have him on, but because I guess the way the name was spelled,
Right.
Yeah.
and he saw something that said rap.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not getting no rappers in here. And I was like, oh, epic fail. You'd love those guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody else had told me about that.
Yeah. I mean, like, to me, like, that's the type of bands he has is bands like you guys.
Right.
Except for you guys
I
have
hope that we
a rapper.
I
you know?
hope that we become famous one day under the same name. You know what I mean? And that way, like Bubba the Love Sponge is like, I had a chance.
And he's all like, blah, blah, blah. 22
Right.
Blacks. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
We tell, I know I do. I'm sure Bouillon does too, but I tell everybody about you guys. fucking awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
Check
Yeah,
them out.
appreciate
Got to.
I've told like 3 people, man.
We really depend upon everybody telling 3 people.
I couldn't even tell you how many people I've told. I'm
Nah,
always.
man.
Whoa. I guess. Don't touch the mic.
Check.
That was crazy.
It's still
Man,
there. It didn't
Still
go
a
away.
little Crackle.
It wouldn't be Rise and Shine Network if we didn't have.
Aaron did it.
I didn't touch anything this time.
How are you guys doing? Last I heard, you guys got a new studio, or got a studio build or something like that.
No, we've been working in another studio.
Oh,
We have
okay.
the one that we normally, rehearse and play and everything like that. But we started working with a producer. He's got a studio
Nice.
not too far from here, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting out of our backyard and going somewhere else for a change.
Yeah. It's I know there people make a lot of jokes about home recording. People say we in the studio, and it's like they have a computer and they're just sitting around, because you do lose.
Nowadays, it's amazing what you can do. with
Yeah, and it's
literally
awesome,
just
but
that.
you
Yeah.
lose what you get at an actual studio.
I'm with it. Yeah.
When you go there and the sole purpose is just to record and make a project or an album,
There's a
that
feeling
whole
in the
experience,
air.
like there's a different vibe when you go to a studio versus.
Well, like the studio that we practice at and write at and record all of our demos at and everything. Studio G13, that's the one he's talking about. I think you guys have been out
I had
there.
I had a band called G13 one time.
Nice.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I think Boyan's been out there. You've been out there before, right?
Yeah, you and Dennis came out there at one point. But that's where we do all of our stuff. The legendary JC's actually recorded
Full album.
Yeah, I don't know if it was their last album or anyhow. It's got the album cover's amazing on it. Whoever the artist was did a great job. It's like the back pocket of a blue jean, like a pair of blue jeans, and it's got like an afro pick stuck in it. It's got like a fist, and it's just like
Swervey don't show back with 22 Blaac. Sounding fabulous. Had to remove some cables, but we're back, and 22 Blaac's in the house.
What up?
And I'm just repeating what I just said.
We are only part of 22 Blaac.
Yes, just a portion.
For those.
Well, you're representing the band, though.
Yes. Yes. We are not official spokespersons, though.
No, I understand that.
I
understand that.
It's usually in a talk show it gets deep later on and people start talking about philosophy and things like that. But at the same time, like, you have to remember we are just 2 members of the band as opposed to all 5 of us.
Well, introduce yourself that way.
What do you mean?
Me and so, this and that.
Right. I'm with it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Break it down for him.
Grab your chest as you say it.
Yes.
Wait.
Touch your chest.
You're wanting me to explain the band. I got you.
No, yeah. Explain you guys and what the band is.
We are regular, everyday dudes that play badass rock and roll.
I will agree with that one. You guys definitely put the rock in rock and roll.
We're trying to. We hope to. Anyway, we have a rapper too. So.
Which is totally like, whoa.
Right. But if for those watching and listening, like, it's definitely, regardless of what it is that you think, it's not what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's awesome. Like, he definitely helps when it comes to like writing lyrics and stuff and things like that. Like, I mean, you got to think like one of his lines is a whole verse for me.
Yeah. I always thought that was weird between rap and rock. Is like rock could be.
I can tell this really vague story, and people feel like it's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tyler, on the other hand, it's like he lays it out.
Going into detail.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Great detail.
And it's so many more words.
Right.
And in a spot there really could be 4 words.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. Well, I mean, if you're singing, definitely.
Yeah. Like, if you're note carrying.
On a couple of songs. That's actually how we've come up with choruses. You know what I mean? Is like take like like a theme or something that's like going throughout the song, and then use it for.
Do you take his lyrics sometimes and say, I can write a whole album off of this one 16-bar rhyme he wrote?
I mean, you definitely could, man. I mean, he's a talented writer too. So like, it makes it easy to work with, So, but I don't know. It's awesome. I'll come in there a lot of times with this, half idea, and then present it to everybody. And by the time it's over with, I'm like, that is not at all what I heard, but it is awesome.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah. That's when a lot of magic is happening. Is it's something totally different that you thought was awesome,
right?
And it's on like 10 levels higher than that,
right? 4 other people going, dude, we can turn this into something amazing.
Yeah, and then being able to see the creation unfold in front of you is always amazing.
Sometimes it just happens like pure coincidence.
Yeah, right.
Accidentally go in there and just start playing together,
and then when you're done, you look at each other all sweating.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff just falls out sometimes.
Yeah,
that's the part that I like. The stuff that just happens sometimes.
It's great too that
the biggest
guys like you that have such a classical rock yet modern unique sound to it.
Right. Yeah.
That just is on a whole nother level, in my opinion. Like it just brings something different to what's out there, but reminds you of like a lot of old classics like Skinner and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Like, actually, I was talking to a guy about you guys probably like a week ago, and I was talking to him about that. What song is that? I'm That Man.
Yeah, That Man.
I was telling him some of the lyrics because I really like the opening lyrics to that song.
Right.
And I was telling him about it. He's like, that's a lot like Simple Man. I was like, it is. But what's awesome is it's nothing like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it has that vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
I would it is. I guess it is pretty much the same principle. You know what I mean?
Do you guys still play that song?
Oh yeah.
Because you've had that for a long time, right?
Yeah.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, that was.
I think there's only been 1 or 2 shows that we've actually not played it at. So
definitely
it would excite me if I was at a show and I heard it because we play it on the radio pretty regularly.
We like it,
and every time I'm like, yeah.
We definitely like it. We've started recently working with this producer, Bobby Croft, Gray Area Studios.
Oh, Bobby Croft! I've worked with Bobby Croft.
Yeah.
Dude,
like he definitely knows what he's doing.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
It's pretty neat.
He's expensive
to watch and learn.
He's expensive. I mean, I don't know what kind of deal you guys have with him, but just going up to him and being like, "Let me get some studio time." He's expensive.
Yeah.
It's been such a humbling experience too, because just the sheer amount of knowledge the guy has.
He makes you feel like a 3rd grader when it comes to knowing your instrument.
Yeah.
He's not like his personality. I'm just saying, like, when he's so good at the instrument he has in his hand, like that you're going, why could I not do that? Why can I still not do that after watching him do it? And then after playing and practicing it 15 times.
Yeah.
But
he walked up to me and goes, first he goes, I guess because he's caught heat like telling people what when he's just stuff before, but he's like, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna turn this down and this down on your amp, so I can make what it sounds like down here up there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then a couple of minutes later, he's like, give me your guitar, I will make it sound better. And then he handed it back to me, and I was like, wow.
He does that definitely.
He is awesome.
Yeah. He definitely knows his stuff. And
he in himself is an oldie but a goodie.
Man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's got his name to attach to some cool stuff too. So, but
does he still have that
the gigantic Neve or
the giant board?
Neve, is that what it is?
I think so. And it's got, I don't know, I think he redid it. It used to have like a leather bench on it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Is it still the board? I don't know if he told you guys, but the one he got from Nikki Sixx. And, yeah,
same one. Dude, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Apparently, when he cleaned it, there was like all kinds of coke like in the wires.
That's what he said.
Yeah, did he say that? Okay,
we heard that. Yeah, I heard that story as well.
It's we made a joke like, be careful with the left hand corner of the board. It's got an STD.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't touch it.
Yeah, you
I think he had it like completely like.
Yeah, it was Nikki Sixx's at Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee.
Yeah, and Tommy Lee.
So the combination of the two just.
One of the directional condensers he has apparently was it was the mic they used on Nevermind.
Yeah.
Did he still have that?
That's the one that we're recording vocals through.
Yeah, the mic's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, like
how old is that mic?
it's 1940s, right?
Super old. I'm not even
I think
sure.
it's like a 1948 or something like that. Like I read on it. Like, I can't remember right off the top of my head.
It's a great mic though. It sounds amazing.
So, like, we're sitting there recording vocals, and all of this is right. Like, not just that, but is it Barbara Streisand or Bette Midler or something like that? One of the two legendary, women.
Talking about the people on his wall.
No, the people that have used that mic. Like, it's the same mic that this lady uses on every single album, and I think it's Barbara Streisand, or I can't remember. Anyhow, but like for the last 30 years, she's used it, man, and just like. We're sitting there.
Mic?
Yeah, the same exact mic, not the same model, not what I mean, not and goes.
Yeah, it's a magic microphone.
She goes and picks up that microphone. I'm like, that's awesome. So we're sitting there recording vocals for the first time. I'm looking at it, and I look over at Tyler, the rapper, and I'm like, I'm gonna touch it. Like I lean around and I touch it. I'm like, how can you not? You know what I mean? It's like there's some legendary stuff that's happened with that microphone.
Yeah.
You know? So
his gear has cooler stories than I will ever have.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got like a plethora of gear. I don't know if he still does, but he had like 2 walls full of gear.
Box that you found the other day? Oh, it's like
there's a direct box in there. It says Miles Davis on the side of it. We don't know if it's actually Miles Davis,
or if it's a signature or something.
Right.
No, if it's a signature, he used a bottle of Whiteout. Like it's crudely written on the side.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
not a signature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not a signature.
Like it may be, how like people mark their gear, road cases or whatever.
Yeah. Like it was like this. Well, this was for his stuff.
Yeah.
I got you.
But he didn't even know he had it. He's like, I don't know. It could be. And the fact that he's going that it could be, and he's not joking.
It's like, are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, but
he worked with Blind Melon.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
right.
Who doesn't like Blind Melon to some degree? At least one song by him.
Yeah. Blind Melon's ridiculous. Shannon Hoon was a monster.
He was.
Yeah.
He would have been proud if he would have lasted longer. He would have probably ended up being more like a Doors kind of guy.
There's a lot of them that are like that. Like you just wish you could see what would have happened with another 10 years.
Oh yeah, 10 more years. Where would they have been?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I'm glad that I got my wild phase out of the way whenever I was younger, and not whenever I was working with a producer trying to get us a record deal.
Yeah.
You see what like for a long time.
We went to Bobby. We were still kids. I was still a kid. I was like 19.
Oh, dude,
out of high school.
If they would have given me money at 19, I would have been dead in a week. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. It's the truth, you know what I mean? It's completely stupid, never really experienced the world. So like, and trying to make it, then you wonder why you didn't make it. And it's like, well, maybe God knew what was best, like maybe he knew you would die, but,
or you yourself, because there's moments and things where you're like, yeah, I could probably go do this, but like maybe play this certain type of show or go to some festival or meet with some guy that like, is it really what you want?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, really, musicians just want to play.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I can perform.
Yeah.
Is it worth dancing for some person,
but
you know what I mean, to where they're going to try to grasp a hold of you rather than you be able to just live life and still enjoy the music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When it gets too corporate and it can suck the life out of it,
Yeah.
Man, I bet all of us could look at it differently in the band, but like probably the way that I look at it is like what do you do for a job? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I build websites. It's just so. Do you enjoy your job? Most people say no. I personally do, but if you don't enjoy your job, then it sucks. So find something that you want to do.
Yeah.
But music is what I want to do. So like, is somebody willing to pay me a big enough salary to play their songs? You know what I mean? It just depends, Like if I enjoy the music,
well, the thing that's
right?
cool about music is it's in a lot of ways it's to a certain degree it's kind of getting your own grind, just getting out there in front of people, anywhere and everywhere, and then you get that on the backside.
Right.
That's the thing that does suck about music. You have to invest so much in the beginning to try to get right later.
Oh yeah, the instruments are never cheap. You know what I mean? Like the best ones.
No.
Definitely not.
Why does my guitar and amp not sound like the Legends? It's like, well, you've not invested $40,000 in gear.
That's not a $30,000 guitar.
No, $15,000.
That's like if you tried to shoot a movie with like the Canon X10 or something, it's not gonna look like a Red. It's just not, because that's a $30,000 camera and that one's a $2,000 camera.
Right.
Big difference.
But you can do a lot with little. A lot of people have showed that, like,
oh yeah,
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I think
that nasty grunge sound.
Yeah, I mean, some of his equipment was pawn shop equipment.
Yeah.
That he recorded, platinum albums with.
Well, you listen to Bleach, but like the thing about it is maybe what he was playing was through that, but the mics that were used were not that way.
He went to the right place.
Right, exactly. Bleach might have been a little different. The first one that they did. Which, it's probably one of my favorites, actually. Have you ever heard of Bleach?
Oh yeah. I owned a copy.
Yeah.
Back when we would own CDs.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 90s.
I think I might have had a tape.
Did you really had a tape of it?
My brother actually had the tape.
It's so weird, like, the thought of even going into a CD, DVD place now is like...
Right.
Where in my youth, like, that's where I wanted to go. Like, what's the new stuff out? Anywhere.
Yeah. They have a record store?
And all the little shops, the little guys were the most amazing, because they would know about, like, smaller independent stuff that you wouldn't find at, like,
they were always snobby
or FYE or any of those places.
Like, most of those places were always, like, snobby. Like, if you didn't walk in wearing the right kind of clothes,
What, you talking about the little joints?
Yeah. Like, there was
it depended on which little record store.
I
don't know which one you went to. There was a guy in Tavares that had a little store.
Right.
Where the skate shop used to be, in that strip.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
And he started doing, like, shows up there. It was like a little tiny little music store where they did, like, small little concerts. Be like 50 people there.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was super awesome. I mean, the dude had, like, I was always kind of into, like, rap rock stuff, rap metal kind of stuff. And he had stuff that, like, I never heard of.
Right.
And which led me over to other types of music that I'd never heard of. You know? And then it was like he was doing shows up there. Unsung Zero, I think that's what the name of the band was, a punk band.
Yeah.
They used to, they were from around here, and I guess they actually worked with Bobby. And they did like a comeback to Lake County show there at this little place.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty neat. It was pretty cool. I think that was their biggest night. It was like 100 people. It was like jam packed with like people in it.
Past fire code.
That's pretty awesome.
It was like a old school punk rock kind of vibe, but it wasn't always punk rock bands.
Right.
It was just any and everything.
Just packed full.
Hey, you
of
want to see something funny?
What? Oh yeah. I can't hear it.
Why is it always when we play that one?
I don't know. What'd you do? The volume's turned down. On the video. I don't know what you did. You figure that out. I was enjoying the conversation. We didn't have to jump to animation. Are you bored over there?
Nah, I just love this.
Are we not including you enough?
Yeah, we're not including you enough.
Nah, I just love this.
Chime in a little.
Yeah, I do too. See if you can get the volume figured out.
I didn't touch anything.
So
open it from the Dropbox. Okay, back where what was happening?
I was just gonna. I don't remember, so I was gonna change directions. We were talking about studios, like like working with Bobby out of Gray Area and everything like that.
Yeah, you said Bobby, and it was like we went into story talking
mode.
lane.
He's a pretty interesting guy, though, man. Like,
he is.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Shouts out to Justin Heat.
Yes,
that's the name of the band.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculously awesome.
If you want to see one of the greatest cover bands you'll ever see in your life, go see them.
Justin Heat.
Yeah. Absolutely. They I mean, and the rig that they use, like, you're gonna, like, if you ever see bar shows, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, or if you play music, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you go and see their rig, you're gonna look at it and be like, you have to be kidding me. This is in a bar.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, the amps that they use, like, their keyboard player, he's one of my favorites in the band. Like,
he plays a Hammond. They wheel out a Hammond, a
Absolutely.
B3, and a
Leslie. With a Leslie.
Wow.
The old speaker that's got the spinning thing on top, the spinning speaker. So they've got that. Then, like, the drummer brings out the smallest drum kit on the planet, and rocks it though. Like, absolutely, just, I mean,
like, what kind of kit is it? Is it like a like a jazz
I mean, it's not
kit
a toy
or-
kit or nothing. I'm just saying, like, as far as pieces are concerned.
like 2 toms and some cymbals.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
uses-
1 or 2 toms.
I don't want to
Cymbal,
listen.
cymbal, you know, like I'm just saying, like our drummer Abram, he has a gigantic
Monster.
drum kit.
Monster drum set. Like
He uses
Neil,
all of
like
it,
a Neil
though.
Peart kit.
Yeah, not
20-something.
Yeah,
it's
not
not
quite
that
like
big,
that.
but you know, it's big. It's a big drum set, and
Yeah.
I mean, he knows what to do with it.
I've a lot of people have been getting into smaller kits. I've noticed over like the past probably like 5 years, you've seen like kits get smaller.
I bet Abram will eventually. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't think so?
Nah, as long as he can travel with it, you know. That
Same thing with Patch. Like Patch has the world's largest bass rig, so
it's important.
eventually, like I feel like they are going to get tired of toting around this. He hurt his back one night. This is
Come on.
it's great. So it's a refrigerator. It is an 810 Ampeg cabinet. It's a monstrous bass cabinet, and he goes
What size speakers?
8,
10.
yeah, or 10,
10,
yeah.
10 inch.
No.
But there's 8 of them.
8.
It comes up to your chest, mid chest, easy.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'9". I don't know how tall is it. 4 foot, 5, somewhere around there.
It's tough.
But he goes to yank it and throw it into the back of the van one-handed, and just he's like in this yanking, twisting motion all at one time. And his back, how long is your back still messed up?
6 months.
6 months.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Jesus.
was
Superman.
brutal. It was brutal. At that time, that moment in my life, I was Superman, and I was about to just throw that amp into the back of the van.
Yeah, no,
It didn't
no. You got reality checked.
Yeah, it pulled me down
By
to
physics.
the ground.
Oh man, gravity is definitely working against you with that thing.
yeah. Ow.
Yeah, Abrams is just with his kid. He's just got.
There's always somebody you can be like, hey man, grab the other side of that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
anybody works, unless it's a little tiny little female, because
Right.
she obviously is not gonna lift it. But
I shouldn't have done it. It was dumb.
we all do dumb shit like that though.
Absolutely. It
Always do something
reminds
dumb.
you that you are no longer Superman.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
or that you weren't Superman to begin with, just because the booze told you so.
yeah.
You know? I have a tendency to get a little wild when I drink, so I don't drink anymore. So
Are you sober or just
no,
occasionally?
I mean, I just don't get smashed anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's part of growing up. Like
Yeah.
you get to a point in your life where you're like,
No, the
Eh.
worst part is having to apologize to people. You know?
when you get crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't so much like the hangovers that did it for me or
Yeah.
anything else. It was really
It's
just
the
having,
dumb shit that you do
having-
when you're drunk.
waking up and being like, man, I feel like I owe somebody an apology.
Yeah.
You know? So
We had a buddy. I had to like explain to him what he was doing. He had a taser. He was drunk, and he was just anybody that got close to him, he would zap it at him. He didn't zap anybody,
right.
but I had to be like, "Hey, man,
He was getting close.
yeah, like alarmingly close." So you're like,
Yeah.
dude, you almost
could
got that dude in
stumble.
the face,
Yeah.
like right in his nose, you know?
He wakes up the next morning with a taser in his hand, going, "Oh God, what did I do?"
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I was like, dude, you
Red
gotta-
flag. Red
Yeah,
flag.
I got him to chill out like while he was doing it. 'Cause he's big black dude, just big black dude. So it was like, why are you carrying a taser in the first place? Because you could just smash any motherfucker that really
You don't
fucks with
need
you. But just because he had it, he was being drunk and crazy. And like a couple days went by and he realized like Jack could have fucking hurt people. Like
Yeah.
I was being completely. He started calling everybody and
Yeah.
apologizing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
get to a point in your life where you're like, you know what, man, I don't want to have that conversation anymore.
Yeah,
You know, I don't want to have to apologize to people.
Yeah,
for,
no,
for
I don't
just
want
this
to.
stupidness that I could have completely avoided.
Yeah.
You know?
So when I was younger and I used to go drink, it would be like me and my buddy going out to places we didn't go to and getting drunk. That way we didn't have to apologize to anybody. No, I was never really a big crazy drinker. If I got super crazy, it was always around family, and they were like, "Hey,
Right.
watch your ass." You know?
Yeah.
I try not to go out to public and get drunk. It doesn't work well. You have to
Right.
apologize to people.
Yeah. You can do that at the house if you got to do it.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
You know.
Right.
I just
Let me
don't-
get belligerent in my own cave. You know.
See, I don't even do that anymore.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I don't. I'm not a drinker either.
I do enjoy, you know,
A whiskey.
Oh yeah,
Then get a whiskey.
definitely. Jack Daniels is my friend.
Yeah.
You know, and you can always
And
tell-
Maker's Mark is my buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be real nice to me, man.
Yeah.
We that used to be my favorite whiskey right there.
The Maker's Mark.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it was good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and Sprite.
We had my first time having a maple Crown Royal was on one of Carl's shows.
I haven't had that.
It tastes like pancakes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty
tastes
good.
just like pancakes.
It's incredibly good.
I didn't even know they made it. Like I
That's
was
bad.
like,
That's, I mean,
they were all talking about American whiskey and da 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 da. And I walked out. I was like, that's Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
For one, and y'all are all out because they were soldiers. And they were being all patriotic and talking about
drinking Crown Royal.
drinking whiskey while drinking Crown Royal. I was like, I just popped in the hallway. I was like, that's Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
Just clarify.
It's more like a blend. It's not even really like a whiskey.
See, my thing with like sweet liquors is like it's just hard to judge like what's going on with like Jack Daniels. You always know like because it punches you in the mouth is what happens.
Yeah.
You know that something bad is about to happen. You know, and so, I mean, and then you're followed with a buzz.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know.
The thing about Maker's Mark is like you didn't realize what like it went down, and then about the time you got the first one down, I got like 3 down. You know what I mean? Like it's just going. It's like whoa.
Yeah.
And then it hits you. And you're like, oh shit.
Well, Sprite was the way that I used to drink Maker's Mark. I definitely enjoyed it with that. But and then eventually I just got to where I drank Jack Daniels. I don't know what it is about Jack Daniels.
It's nice. It's a nice in between whiskey.
It's really tasty.
It's like hot. Not too smooth, but not too harsh.
Fine Tennessee sipping whiskey.
It's back porch whiskey. Yeah. It's it almost feels like it came out the backyard, and you're just.
I like it definitely. The good thing about it is like it always tells me whether
Jim Beam is party whiskey because I can get 2 bottles for $40 sometimes.
See, that goes back to I don't like doing the stupid things anymore.
Exactly.
That's why
you got to step up from Jim Beam to Jack Daniels.
It winds up with you having to call and apologize to people. That's just a bad night in the making. We're never drinking together. Is what
we did real good last time I bought 2 Jim Beam bottles. It was like 20 or 30 people come through.
See, that's a little.
And we only drank 1 bottle.
Right.
We only drank 1 between all those people like coming in and out and coming through. So everybody was coming having like a drink and dipping. It's perfect. It's perfect.
That is good. I agree with that. It's a good party with
2 or 3 would probably be okay. Which some people did do 2 or 3, and there were probably people that shouldn't have did 2 or 3. But one guy came smashed, hammered already, so he didn't drink anything because he was already annihilated.
He's the guy
that wasn't invited
that peed in the plant.
We were trying. I tried to do like a little production thing and have some people that might want to work on some web series stuff or radio shows with us. I had people out there. I ended up having to like deal with this guy. You know what I mean? And like he ran people off because they were like, "I don't want to be around this."
Right. That's nice.
You weren't invited. You're destroying everything we put together. See, single-handedly, you just come through like a monster.
Big drunk monster.
Yeah, Godzilla come out of the woods and just
Drunky the bear.
Stopped everything out.
Drunky the
bear.
That's
Big Randy was like, "Hey, keep out on the big feller."
Yeah, keep out on the big fella.
You know him? Nah, man, I don't know him, but I got my eye on him. He's like, "Yeah, do that. Keep out on the big fella."
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Like, all right, bro, I got you.
Don't worry, we're probably all watching him. Everybody.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I looked away, motherfucker fell over the fire.
Yeah,
and his buddy.
Then it was time
look away for 2 seconds. You look back, and the fire is like the ring is rolling around, and they're on the other side of the fire.
That's worse than being the guy that falls in the pool.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the guy that falls in the fire.
Oh my god.
You got to go home. Somebody take him home. We gotta call a taxi. How quick can we get this dude out of here?
I remember Shane being out there late, running barefoot through the fire. I could walk on cold.
Man, I've done that once or twice. Whenever See,
but like Shane is aware of what he's doing, and even if he's super drunk, like at least he knows, like, okay, I've did this before. I have experience. If I get burned, I know what to do or catch on fire. He takes his shoes off and rolls his pants up. He takes precautions, even though he
doesn't let the buzz take over.
Yeah,
is what it boils down to.
Even though the buzz is making him do it in the first place,
right?
But
so I was completely wrong.
Well, I mean, like, why else would you like run across a fire?
to impress people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're at a party,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but he's an alcoholic,
Tough.
so it definitely had something to do with it. He's
Dude,
not a full alcoholic.
Dude,
ain't
I
gonna
was
say
in
that,
Crystal
but-
River. I was in Crystal River, and I watched a lady getting off a boat, and she like stretched the bitch out too far. You know what I mean? Like when she went to get off, she pushed the boat back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And soup, right between the dock wall. It was like a seawall, and just the water. You know what I'm saying? And it was like 10 o'clock at night, like dark as fuck. Like so when she went under, like you ain't seeing shit. And somebody I was with had to jump in and get her or whatever. But that shit was, it was one of those things like when he fell into the fire. She was just, she was drunk. She was walking off that bitch and was like, 1, 2,
gone.
bloop,
That's awful.
bloop, bloop.
Funny, for sure. Watching
Yeah.
it.
We were like, holy shit.
Did they get her out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did you just watch her like in the water? Like,
No. I said one of the guys that was with us jumped in and got her out. But
You just watch her flail around for a
yeah,
minute.
everybody else kind of was
Did
like,
she
whoa.
flail around or did she
No,
just
dude,
sink?
she just went underwater. Like
It was
under,
gone.
under the boat,
What?
under the water. Like she just fell whoop, and was under that bitch
Wow.
That sucks.
that quick, dude.
Kind of boat?
I don't know, big boat.
Well, I mean, like
was-
outboard,
it was because-
outboard motor,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. It was because we had I mean, it's because like it was a busy time, and there was like boats tied to boats. So she was coming off one boat
Okay.
onto the other boat, and then she went onto the dock. Well,
So
when
they
she-
weren't running.
Huh?
None of the boats were
No,
running.
no, it was
Oh,
all
okay.
just yeah.
I was
just
just
dock
like,
shit.
if the boats are running, like, holy shit, that's fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
she's lucky
definitely.
she's not dead.
Right. Yeah,
We're
so-
all-
Besides being a turtle foul in the water, like that's the last of her worries.
Don't lie. You're hoping for a horror story to
Yeah.
I mean,
unveil
yeah,
here.
maybe a little,
Did she
but
get chopped up by the boat motors? Like,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, it definitely, if that happened, like you'd be riveted. You're like, well, yeah.
You know what's
What?
funny is I was
But,
there.
yeah.
And you weren't, so like your mind took you to this like death scene.
Yeah, like I was like, well, where's the motors on, or
Yeah.
you know, like what else happened, you know?
Yeah. But
Don't leave us
no.
hanging.
I guess
No, when you first said it though, you're like, she walked off the edge and pew, like in my mind, like I saw a cartoon of a lady that like fell and like went all the way to the bottom of the water.
gone, never to be heard from again.
But I didn't realize like boats and there's a bunch of boats. Like, well, are they on? Like,
yeah. Nah, they were all tied together. But the difference was the other boats that were tied together didn't have no give when you pushed off of one to the other. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So when she pushed off to the dock, that one had some slack in the line.
yeah.
And when she went to go get on the dock, she couldn't. And I think she like had her leg out, and went, boof. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Not a horror scene. I got you.
Anyway,
Just a drunk lady in the water.
funny shit.
Speaking of which, horror scene. Erica Summers movie premiered in L.A.
Yeah.
Only enough. I can't get my movies right. Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Is a lady we had on, Carl, that does the MMA show.
Yeah.
His wife did a movie called Mr. White. It's a horror flick.
Really?
Yeah, me and Boyan's both seen it, and
Yeah.
she premiered in L.A. like on the 8th. I think it was the 8th, 7th or the 8th. I'm working on getting her back on the show, so we'll see
it
how
like,
LA went.
Like, what kind of horror is it? Like suspense or like slasher or like?
No,
Yeah,
like
a little slasher.
I guess slasher.
Yeah, a little slash.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about a creature kind of
yeah. It's kind of
spirit
about a creature
that kills.
thing.
So a monster slasher?
Yeah.
Yeah,
something
kind of like that.
that nobody can see
Yeah, it's crazy.
until it's time
Yeah.
to die.
Spoilers.
I
I think you're
like.
giving the whole plot away. No.
Wait. Yeah, right.
It's a good movie. It's a good
Oops.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think that's
spoiler
not the
alert.
whole plot, but yeah, it's a
Well, I mean,
It's
as
a-
a rule of thumb, like it's very hard to like surprise people with a horror film anymore.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what's gonna happen. You got some
A
kind
bunch
of
of
guy
people are
that's
gonna
gonna
die.
kill some people.
yeah.
Well,
Somebody's
kinda-
gonna
yeah.
save the day,
Right.
and there's
Yeah.
a bad
Maybe,
guy involved.
maybe,
Maybe.
yeah.
It
You know, I
might-
mean, you never know with a horror movie.
It might
That's
save it,
like
it
your
might
that's like your thing. Is like, is somebody gonna get saved in this, or is there terror and mayhem at the end?
Does
yeah.
the black guy live? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I like it when everybody in the movie dies.
Yes.
What was that one
No
movie?
winners.
What was that one movie where it had a whole bunch of famous people in it? It was before they started doing like the Expendables. It was damn, what movie was that?
Red.
Had Steven Seagal and Kurt Russell, a whole bunch of people in it. They were like killing off like famous actors like every 10 minutes. It was like some famous guy would die. It just kept doing that the whole movie.
Is this another horror film?
No, it's just a regular movie. Yeah, he's talking about everybody dying in a movie. It made me think of that movie where like famous people were dropping off like flies in this movie. I forgot what it was called.
Never heard of that.
Are you talking about Red? Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know. I can't remember the name of it.
That one's got like Bruce Willis in it.
It might be. It might be.
There's a whole bunch of famous people in that one. That one's really good. They're all like assassins or something like that.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I don't remember what it's called.
That one's pretty cool. They definitely.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I definitely want to check it out. I haven't checked it out yet.
It's worth watching.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it used to be. I don't know if it still is.
It might be.
They just went through some new licensing deal, so.
Yeah.
Red.
I think that's what it's called.
Have you seen House of Cards?
No.
No, I keep meaning to watch it, but I haven't jumped into it yet. Is it good?
Wild, man.
Everybody said it was good. It's get really good reviews.
Yeah.
I hardly ever get a chance.
But the same people that like say it's good has also talked about other things, and I'm like,
yeah.
You think that's horrible?
Your good may not be my good.
Saw Iron Man 3.
Did
IMAX
you?
3D
How was that?
Last night.
What was up with that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
What's your
Fucking
review,
amazing.
bro? Review it. What do you
It was
think?
ridiculous.
Best one ever?
Cliff Notes.
I don't know if it's the best one ever. It's
How
definitely
about-
good. I like the storyline to it. and
How
everything
about-
like that?
Did it let you down after watching Avengers?
No.
Still kept with that, like, yeah, this is that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It there's a lot of,
He changed the game. Iron Man changed the game. He
Yeah.
brought in this new cool shit.
Yeah.
He
He
nailed it.
talking about Iron Man like he's real.
Hey, he nailed that shit, man.
I take it you're a big fan of Iron
That's my
Man.
dog, man. You know?
Big fan of Iron Man.
He calls the envoy Iron Man.
Yeah, I got an Iron Man.
He's got
I
Iron Man tires.
Boy, man.
He's like,
I got Iron Man tires. It's red and gold trim, like the thing, with the same way,
it does kind of look like
My kids
the
call it
color
Iron Man truck.
connection in it. You're kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like Iron Man.
I got
It just
you.
looks that
Yeah,
way.
man. Leather interior, luxurious, like millionaire. I'm a millionaire. Nah, but yeah, I like Iron Man. I like Avengers too. I like all that.
I like the superhero themes.
Yeah,
I do too.
Like
I didn't like Green Lantern, but I like Green Lantern.
I'm actually working on a script, either going to be a web series or a movie we might shoot. It's going to be like a superhero kind of movie. Not quite, but it is. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm not done with it.
Right.
I
Yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah.
We've already did one spoiler.
It's superhero-ish. It's superhero-ish kind of
Right.
thing we're going to try to put together.
What's your superhero name?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't have one for me.
Or are you? What about your superhero's name? What's the
Jordan is the one guy I've written about so far. His name's
Do you
Jordan.
want to give away his superpower yet?
It's super strength. It's gonna be like
Gotcha.
just tough guy.
Blah,
Right.
blah, 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 blah.
Brute?
Huh?
Is he a big brute?
No.
No, he's like kind of average dude.
I got
Just but like
All right, wait, I don't want you to have to give away your.
I gotta, but it's like one of those like, yeah, I'm working on something, and it's like in a million notes spread out through
it's-
notebooks, but
an idea.
yeah, couple things typed up, but it could be 2 weeks before we decide let's shoot something, or it could be 5 years. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
That's pretty neat, man. I've never done any kind of like writing like that. Like it's always intrigued me. It's definitely an art form. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like.
Well, I'm looking for. I mean, we got a couple people we're trying to work with to write stuff. If you
I don't
want to
wanna-
write something,
No. I wasn't saying like, from that standpoint. Like I don't think I
I'm
could.
saying though, I think
No,
you
no,
could-
no.
Remember, yeah,
I don't want anything to do with what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I think it's cool.
it's always intrigued me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like people who can take this story and build it in their
in
head.
their head, yeah.
I
Right.
mean, it's songwriting to a different degree.
Yeah.
More
you know.
detail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
Story writing.
Yes,
It's-
story writing.
it's story writing.
That's
So,
exactly what it
so
is.
if you write your songs as stories, that's when you really hit.
You ever listen to Drive By Truckers?
I think I've heard them before.
They are a really good storytelling band. They're one of the only storytelling bands that I know of, anyways, that are relatively famous. They do a real good job of it.
Story, when you tell a good story in music, it might not have that pop in the beginning,
Right.
but it secures longevity.
Yeah.
When somebody hears it,
Relate
to
it'll
it.
connect with them at some point where they're like, I will always remember that story from that song, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's what gives you, like, to me, that's what I've always thought of, is that's what gives you longevity. And when you just do something that's catchy and
you're
very
here for the
vague
moment.
and not giving you a story, it's just like, jump, you know, like, it might be good for, like, you know, that 15 minutes of fame, but then it's going to wither away, and who wants to put that much effort into something that might do good really quick,
right?
You know, rather than write something that not only you can connect with, but other people can connect with, that's going to last with them, you know?
I'm with you. Yeah, you're creating a moment for them, you know,
like that man. I'll probably listen to that for the rest of my life at certain points in my life, just because I like that song, you know?
Well,
I feel like I connect with it. Like, it comes on and I'm like, I'm that man! And I can't even sing like you can sing, you know?
I'm definitely glad that it connects with you. I mean, we hope that it's that way with a whole lot more people.
Oh yeah, it's got to be, because I know Bullion digs it, and he's more into rap, and he's you know, he loves shit like what you guys do.
Yeah,
you guys are good. I like it. I say go to a 22 black 22 black show.
Yes,
it's awesome.
We definitely like to have fun.
I wish we were able to come out more often, but everybody does their shows on Saturdays normally, and we're here on Saturdays, so it's hard to get out the places. But sometimes we do remotes like we did at the party.
Gets in the way.
Yeah,
it happens. Yeah. That going back to the getting older thing.
Yeah, life gets rough. It's not easy.
It gets in the way. You know,
life gets in the way of life.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like, there's all of these cool things that I could do, but.
Yeah, but. There's always a but. Some way, shape, or form.
You got bills to pay.
It's Zachary.
It's Zachary.
But we're definitely hoping, you know, we had some discussions lately, and you know, we're getting close to the end of the recordings and everything like that. So we're really looking forward to getting back out and playing.
So you got albums or an album on the way? Are you doing an album or EP?
It's more of a demo. I mean, we've
okay.
It's being recorded. What we're doing right now is with Bobby Croft is recording 3 songs to go to record labels.
So you're doing like a press pack?
Yeah, basically. Okay. But you know, we've recorded a couple more songs, you know, as well as the 3 songs that'll be going around.
But 3 are almost ready to come out the oven.
Yeah, we'll definitely have something to package and sell.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Dude, you should probably do at least a fucking practice video, like from your studio. You know?
Yeah, let's shoot a video. We want to do a video for you guys.
No, I'm saying like to send in with it because like image it's different. You know what I'm saying, when you see something or you hear something. So if they can hear 3 of your songs and maybe watch one of them being played live, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it's just putting it on YouTube, where when the time comes, they can just whoever's talking to them.
I say we do something out on a farm with some old school 51 Chevys or some shit.
Studio G13
Trucks.
where we do our practicing.
Barrel fire.
Yeah.
It's a barn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a perfect place for a video like that.
Dude, it has a really good vibe to it too. Like,
it's an awesome place. I was like, dude,
yeah.
Can I come out here and stay?
Absolutely.
I mean,
can I stay here for like a couple days?
It's definitely been a blessing to have.
Yeah, it's a nice place, man.
No kidding.
You guys done it right.
Mr. Paff, we love you.
Yeah.
We thank you for doing what you do for us. It's awesome.
Yeah. That was the guy I talked to the last time I was there.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked to him for a long time.
Yeah, he's great for letting us do
a lot
what
of
we
shit
do out there. Yeah.
Is he every band has that guy, that man? Is that who he is? The man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's definitely
gotta have that guy. That guy, like, he's the man.
Yeah.
And he was in touch with everything. Like everything he was saying was like, I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the year difference is probably crazy. I wouldn't even guess. You know what?
Dude,
what
he's really
age.
cool to talk to, man. Like if you want to get scared half to death.
Yeah.
Talk to him about some of the stuff that's going on and in the world today. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into it. That's a whole
that's a
whole
different
other
radio show.
Yeah. But it's talking to him will blow your mind. Yeah. So, but it's fun.
Sounds like I need to come out and meet this guy.
Yeah, he was cool, man.
Yeah,
he was cool.
Yeah, and he's been he's been there constantly. Like watching us grow.
Oh yeah.
From day one, he's always been out there.
The myth, the man, the legend.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it. Right there.
See, like that's what I'm saying. Like every band has that guy. That's that guy.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's fun to record out there too. The vibe and practice. The vibe to it is really laid back. Like there's you walk into some studios like I grew up in the gospel recording industry, and so I've been in a bunch of different studios, and some of them you feel like it's like a doctor's office. Like, man, I don't want to touch nothing. It's all like spick and span and spotless, and like you get caught, like you just feel weird. Like I don't want to do anything. Like
it's made for recording. You come in here, you record, you leave, and then we have a cleaning person that comes.
Comfortably. It's comfortably.
But it's designed for that.
Yeah, to
get
walk
in and get out
there and be comfortable with what you're doing, and that makes it easy to write in and easy to record the demos and stuff in. And, Bobby Studio, the Gray Area Studios, which is where we're doing the demo stuff.
Is he still out in Umatilla?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's he built all the stuff on the inside of it. Like it's
amazing, is what it is.
It's tuned perfectly.
Yeah.
It's a finely tuned machine that he has out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is amazing. His studio is amazing.
Yeah.
Like you feel like.
Right.
Should I be in the studio? Like really? Like is this happening?
Dude, that's the feeling that I'm talking about. Like you walk in, it's his is not like the doctor's office kind of clean or nothing like that.
No, you walk in there, you feel like holy shit, where am I? Like you walked into like a behind the music video or some shit.
Like I'm putting my hands in my pocket and standing in the corner. Like I already knocked stuff over in here.
Don't look at that. Don't
exactly.
Look at that.
Patch told me one time something along those lines. Like don't stand there. Don't
You're gonna break stuff, man.
Bullet a shot.
Are you the clumsy guy?
I don't mean
he's our clumsy guy.
I'm an oaf.
Well, I'm the clumsy guy.
Right?
No, like I never mean it, but it happens all the fucking time.
All the time. Like I just don't know where my arms are, or like my feet,
or your phone, or anything.
I hate when you're looking for your phone and it's in your hand. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah, you're like, where the fuck is my phone at?
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Anything, or your glasses on your head.
Yeah.
I've put my hat on before and been like, where the fuck is my hat at? I mean, walking around the house, and my wife's like, what are you doing? Looking for my hat.
Too much weed, man.
Yeah, it's on your head.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Oh man.
Well, shit, man, we probably got an hour's worth in.
Yeah,
Me and you got a construction work to do to get to the studio point. It's some mayhem in the future. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
We'll
we'd love to come back.
Definitely have to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whenever we got some more stuff, like really right now, there's a bunch
When
of things
you
kinda
get
in
done with
limbo.
your demo and you're
Yeah.
packaged up and going, and we'll
Yeah.
have you come back on.
It sounds really good, man. Like that's the biggest thing is learning from him.
I believe it because it's you guys, and then now it's you and Bobby Croft.
Can't
I won't accept anything but awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that should come out of there.
Yeah, it's definitely unreal how good it actually sounds.
Because we went there and recorded just live.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
we didn't do no click tracks. Like we just the whole band jammed and then we went through a couple tracks.
Yep.
And it sounded amazing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you're
That's
like,
it.
holy shit! I didn't think we could ever sound like this.
Right.
You know?
he knows which buttons to turn and
He
knobs to
fucking does.
push. I guess I got that backwards.
Are you guys? Do you guys got like a package deal with him, or are you doing hourly?
I've known him for quite some time.
Oh, so it's you're on a whole different program.
They got a special
He's got us on a program.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because Bobby will, I mean, because I didn't know Bobby. Like we got in from a guy that had went there before, but we didn't. We weren't like buddies with him, and he wasn't really buddies with Bobby. He just been there before.
Right.
And Bobby will spend your money talking though.
Yeah,
He definitely will.
he enjoys talking.
Awesome
if you say the wrong thing that triggers a story, even though the story is
They're
important
fun to listen to.
and you learn something from it, and it's definitely worth the time that you're spending it. But when he does
anytime
he does that spin around.
No,
it looks at you in the chair and just
it
all starts flowing out, and then you're like,
but any
hour
time
goes by, you're like, holy shit, I just paid for an hour of talking.
right. But anytime a story starts off with me and David Gilmour,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
wait, you and who? Hold up, man.
Tell me more.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I'm hanging
exactly.
on every word.
Yeah,
No, you're riveted when he talks.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
you're like, I can say, you can sit there for like 3 hours and just listen to him talk.
Yeah.
You just
he's
can't
really cool.
afford to listen to him talk for 3 hours.
He was talking about him and Jimmy Page, like learning how to run this recording software. Right, exactly.
The stories are
exactly.
amazing.
So he says, him and one of the guys from Led Zeppelin are learning how to run this recording software. Right.
Yeah.
And which is amazing.
Who
enough
has
as it
stories
is.
like that? You know.
And he says that he walks up to, it was him and Jimmy Page, and he says he said, well, do you want to meet Robert? You know, and he was like, sure. So they go back, and Robert is in this music store, and they're walking down the aisle with all the amps, and he said that they could hear Robert talking to this like Hispanic girl, and he was like, but I'm the guy who wrote Stairway to Heaven, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, see, check, microphone, check. And she has no idea who this guy is, you know, has no clue what's going on. She's trying to find the cheapest microphone in the store, you know, so like the whole combination of things, and it's Robert Plant being turned down, you know.
That's funny.
Damn.
That's funny.
So it had to be humbling for him, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, his stories are always good.
He has just amazing stories.
One day.
One day.
Yeah, one day I'm going to come in and I would be like, so yeah, we were hanging out with Dave Grohl the other day.
Oh, how awesome would that be? That'd be the best story ever.
Yeah.
Like
Dave Grohl.
Or Dave Grohl.
Tell me more.
Right, exactly. Or Dave Grohl comes in and is like, yeah, I hung out with 22 Black the other day. You know, like, that's gonna be when we know we made it.
Yeah, when
Dave Grohl's bragging about us.
When you become a Bobby Kraft story.
Yeah. Dave Grohl is our drum tech. That's the
that's
the
when you
goal
made
we're
it.
shooting for.
That's when you made it.
Dream.
No, Dave. I told you how to set up my drums. Set them up the way that I said to set them up.
Man, I hope to God you were never like that.
No, I'm not even the drummer, so like it would never be me. I hope that Abram is never that way either. You know. But it's still
right off the rip, he'd be like, "All right, we need to get rid of half of your drums."
Yes, I know how many records you've sold.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
All right.
It doesn't matter.
We probably need to drive this home. Want to thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thanks again for having us.
We'll do something in the future. Maybe on location. Maybe we'll come out to you guys, do something from where you're at, or a show or something.
Definitely work that out. It was fun last time. It'd be fun again.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys could save.
And this time we won't be like running the place, and hopefully the name will be correct.
Instead of Cruzzers.
Cruzzers.
And we could just come in and not have to worry about doing all the business crap like we had to do last time. Not that it was bad. It just, I'd rather just come broadcast. Just broadcast. I don't have to worry about security, running in the back, doing everybody's pay. You know, I quit doing that, if you don't know that.
Yeah.
I was like, I've had enough.
I forgot about that. I forgot you were even involved in that part of it.
I was like,
I
was like the booking promoter, I guess is what I was.
It was a nice place, though. I mean,
yeah.
Decent.
But that the Linda lady
inside.
that owned it, like I could have strangled that lady. She was just retarded. I mean,
that's a lot of bar owners.
Yeah.
She knew like nothing about like the bar, and then she'd get mad when like we had low numbers. It was like, you have 0 numbers without us here. So
Right.
why are you complaining about us bringing at least 50 people in here?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's a beer and wine joint. You know? Nobody want to come to this place and
it's
pay for
called
expensive beer.
Cruzzers.
Yeah, and it's called Cruzzers.
What the fuck, lady?
No,
You crusty bitch, what's wrong with you?
they were selling
I'll
Jello
be choking on
shots
a cue
the night
ball.
that we were there. Like, so they were definitely going above and beyond the Call of Duty, you know.
Yeah.
As
It's
far
probably
as,
just
like-
Jello.
Oh, right, exactly.
Jello with some pepper in it.
They did.
rubbing alcohol.
They did it with the wine alcohol stuff they had. It's like there was
like
one
wine-
drink that I could drink there that was like kind of tasted like a rum and coke.
It was like wine.
It was like a wine and coke, but it was kind of like, at least it tasted like a rum and coke, but it was wine.
Yeah.
A Cabernet and Cola.
Yeah, yeah.
Only at Cruzzers.
I told the one girl, I told her the exact, I don't remember what it was now, but I told her the exact type of wine and with Coke. And she brings me back this clear drink. And I was like, that is not what I asked for at all. Like,
your Coke is out.
Yeah.
She's trying to roofie you.
I don't know what you said. I was like, no. Take this back. Do whatever you're going to do with it. Give me what I asked for.
You got a drink spit in. That's what happened. Spat
yeah, probably.
This motherfucker wants wine and Coke.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah. He's retarded. He's doing the show this weekend.
That's fun.
All right. Let's bring her home. Swervey Jones Show, RiseAndShineNetwork.com. Go check out 22 Blaac, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. We don't even know. We're just flying by the seat of our pants who's going to come on. So it's a surprise every week.
That's it. I'll
Sweet.
be gone, though.
Are you cold turkey in me?
Yeah, got to.
Okay.